It has been called the most unpopular war in America since Vietnam.
They died in a just cause for defending freedom, and they will not have died in vain.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be learning more about the Iraq War. While the war in Iraq officially began in March 2003, it was decades in the making. After the Gulf War ended in 1991, the United Nations imposed sanctions that prevented Iraq from building or housing weapons of mass destruction. The United States and its allies also pressured Iraq to remove Saddam Hussein as leader. Despite these limitations, Iraq was accused of having access to a number of destructive items, including biological weapons, poison gas, and more. Following 9/11, President George W. Bush and his administration attempted disarmament efforts with renewed gusto.
Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts.
Meanwhile, Iraq did not fully cooperate with UN weapons inspections. By 2002, Bush warned that Iraq would face military action should they not allow these security checks. In October 2002, the joint resolution to authorize the use of United States armed forces against Iraq was approved by the U.S. Senate, allowing Bush to legally invade Iraq as part of his war on terror.
When I say we will lead a coalition of the willing to disarm him if he chooses not to disarm, I mean it.
The U.S. also claimed an interest in installing a democratic regime in Iraq. However, fellow NATO members France, Germany, and Canada, in addition to Russia, were all against an invasion of Iraq, and instead wanted to disarm the country through diplomatic negotiations. Meanwhile, the U.S. and Tony Blair's United Kingdom pushed ahead with their plans. On March 20, 2003, Operation Iraqi Freedom began. Almost 250,000 American soldiers fought beside 45,000 British soldiers and more troops from a variety of other nations. With this invasion, the US and UK hoped to end the Hussein regime, eliminate WMDs, remove radical Islamists, and give humanitarian aid wherever possible. They also hoped to take control of Iraqi oil and to install a model democratic government.